So let's begin with our class. I hope my screen is visible. So this is Mathematics 1B Intermediate First Year. Okay, Mathematics 1B or commonly known as Max 1B. Okay, this is the most important subject. Okay, most of the students fail in this subject. Okay. So first of all, you have to be perfect with the formulas. What are the formulas? Okay, the chapter is 3D coordinates. Okay, first of all, you have to remember these points. Every point, okay, on x-axis is in the form of a comma 0 comma 0. Every point on y-axis is in the form of y-axis in form of 0 comma b comma 0, and every point on z-axis is in the form of 0 comma 0 comma c. Okay. Next, every point on xy plane. So what is the plane? There is a difference between point and a plane. So these are your axes. Okay, x-axis. Okay, y-axis. And z-axis. Okay. So these are your axes and this is your point. This is one point. This is okay. So there is one point on x-axis. So a point on x-axis in the form of a comma 0 comma 0, and a point on y-axis is in the form of 0 comma b comma 0, and similarly a point on z-axis is in the form of 0 comma 0 comma c. Now what is a plane? Plane is nothing but a surface, a plane surface like your A4 size paper, like a sheet of paper. Okay, so we can call this one xy plane, है ना? We can call it xy plane. A point on xy plane could be in the form of a comma, this point could be in the form of a comma b comma 0, right? Similarly, point on yz plane can be in the form of if a point is there on this plane. Okay, if it is a point on the plane, then how will it be? It will be like 0 comma b comma c. Similarly, if a point is on the xz plane, then it will be in the form of 0 comma a comma 0 comma c. Now, who all have entered the meeting? First of all, you have to click on the mic, okay, to unmute yourself, okay. If I am not audible to you, okay, on the left hand side you can click. Okay, I don't want any disturbance in my class. Next. Okay. So 3 points are said to be collinear if the line, okay, if they lie in a line. Okay. 3 points are said to be collinear if they lie in a line. Okay. So there is a line, okay, and the 3 points. Okay, point A, point B, okay, and point C. So because they are in a line, then they are called collinear. Okay, 3 or more points are said to be collinear if they lie in a plane. Okay, coplanar. 3 or more points are said to be coplanar if they lie in a plane. So there is a plane over, it's a plane surface like an A4 size sheet of paper. Okay, 3 points are there. Okay, and they lie in one plane. So they are coplanar because they are lying in a single plane. Similarly, because 3 points are lying on one line, it is collinear. Understood? Next, the distance between 2 points A and B is, you have already learned the formula, right? Okay, we are talking about 3D coordinates. There are 3 axes, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Okay, so x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. You have already learned 2D coordinates. Okay, that was your coordinate geometry in class 10th. So that will be root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. Okay. The distance between 2 points A and B was root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square for in 2D coordinates, but in 3D coordinate it is plus z2 minus z3 whole square. But if a point is there on the origin, this is your origin. If a point is from your origin, okay, the distance from origin to this point, so what will it be? X1, X2, X2, X3, and X4, X2, Y2, and Z3, X2, Y2, and Z2 will be 0, 0, 0. Okay, 0, 0, 0, because 0, 0, 0 is the origin. So if this x2, x3, all of them are 0, then you will get root of x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square. Got it? Next, a distance from P, that is x1 comma y1 comma z1 to the axis, x-axis is root of y1 square plus z1 square. Similarly, the distance from y-axis is root of x1 square plus z1 square. Similarly, the distance from point P to z-axis is root of x1 square plus y1 square. So these are your axes. So the distance from x, okay, z-axis is root of x1 square plus y1 square. Understood? You are finding that this distance, if a point is over here, okay, so the distance between x-axis and this point will be root of y1 square plus z1 square. All of them, mute yourself. Okay, next. Now, the point which divides a line segment joining A, that is x1 comma y1 comma z1, and B, that is x2 comma y2 comma z2, is in the ratio of L is to M. Okay, if the point is dividing internally, okay, the point is dividing internally, then the formula will be L x2 plus M x1 by L plus M, comma L y2 plus M y1 by L plus M, comma L z2 plus M z1 by L plus M. That is the condition. Okay, these are the 2 points A and B, that is x1 comma y1 comma z1 and x2 comma y2 comma z2, and this is the point. Okay, what is the point? This one is the point. So it is dividing internally, that is P. Let this be P. Okay, so what will it be? Where L plus M is not equal to 0. But if it is dividing externally, so what do you understand by externally? If this is a line and this P is dividing externally from outside, okay, this is B and this is A. Okay, so the ratio between PB and PA, that will be externally. So it will be mentioned in the question that a point is dividing externally. Then it will be Lx2 minus Mx1 by L minus M, comma Ly2 minus My1 by L minus M, comma Lz2 minus Mz1 by L minus M. So the only difference between internally and externally is the sign. For internally, the sign is positive, but for externally, the sign is negative. Understood? Now for the first question. Okay, show that point 1 comma 2 comma 3, 2 comma 3 comma 1 and 3 comma 1 comma 2 form an equilateral triangle. So what we have to show, these 3 points are forming an equilateral triangle. Okay, that is ABC. Okay, what is the property of equilateral triangle? AB should be equal to BC should be equal to AC. These 3 sides should be equal. It is in the name itself. So what is the distance between AB? X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So this is your point A and this is your point B. So if you found the distance, then it will be 1 minus 2 whole square plus 2 minus 3 whole square plus 3 minus 1 whole square. So just find the squares and you will get it as root of 1 plus 1 plus 4. That is root 6. Because we have not got any centimeter or meter over here, so we write units. Got it? It could be anything, meter, centimeter, kilometer, anything. Okay. Next, we have to find for BC. What is the formula? Root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So that is root of 1 plus 4 plus 1. So that is also 6 units. So AB is 6 unit, BC is also root of 6 unit. Okay. Now, if you are going to make any type of disturbance, let me tell you, I am going to shut down this class. Got it? I need serious students over here. We are not joking. Okay. AC is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and z2 minus z1 whole square. So that will be 4 plus 1 plus 1, root of 4 plus 1 plus 1, that will be root 6 units. So AB is equal to BC is equal to CA. Okay, where so if these all sides are equal, then it's an equilateral triangle. Understood? Show that the point 2 comma 3 comma 5 minus 1 comma 5 comma minus 1 and 4 comma minus 3 comma 2 form a right angle isosceles triangle. So right angle isosceles. What do you mean by right angle isosceles triangle? The shape will be like this: right angle isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, two sides will be always equal. So let this be A, B, and C. Okay, let this be the triangle. And 90 degrees at A. So AB is equal to AC and two sides are equal plus one side is 90 degree. So now we'll find out. What is AB? Root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. Okay, so this is your A, this is your B, and this is C. Okay, that will be 2 minus 1 of minus 1 whole square plus 3 minus 5 whole square plus 5 plus 1 whole square is equal to root of 9 plus 4 plus 36. That will be root 49. That will be 7 units. Okay. Next, we are finding out BC. You already know the points. Okay. The formula is root of x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square, plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So you will get it as 89. Similarly for CA. Okay, if you found out CA, the point distance between C and A, if you substitute in the formula, then we'll get it as 49 units. That is 7 unit. Okay, this is also 7 unit. So these two sides are equal. Now, it is isosceles, but we have to find, is it a right angle or not? So how will we find is it a right angle or not? We can use Pythagoras theorem. So AB square should plus AC square should be equal to BC square. Okay, that was your Pythagoras theorem. If it satisfies the Pythagoras theorem, then it is a right angle, as well as it is, because AB is equal to CA, therefore it's an isosceles triangle. Understood? Now for the next question, just read it out. Now, find the distance between the point P and the midpoint of the line segment, okay, A, B. What is A? 6, comma 3, comma minus 4, and B minus 1, comma minus 1, comma 2. So what we have to find over here, distance between this point P, okay, it could be anyway, P, okay, and this midpoint of AB. This is your A and this is your B. So the midpoint of it, okay, that is P dash. So we have to find the distance between these two. So first of all, we will find the midpoint. So what is the midpoint formula? X1 plus X2 by 2, comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2, comma Z1 plus Z2 by 2. So the distance between A and B will be 6 minus 2 by 2, comma minus 3 minus 1 by 2, comma minus 4 plus 2 by 2. So if you find it out, then it will be 2, comma 1, comma minus 1. Okay. So the distance between the point P and this point, midpoint, will be root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. Understood? So it will be 3 minus 2 whole square plus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 minus 2 whole square. That will be root of 1 plus 4 plus 9. That is root 14. Okay, root 14 units. Isn't that simple? The main thing is you have to visualize. Okay. The main thing is you have to visualize what is the trick over there. Show that points A, B, and C are collinear. What do you understand by collinear? They should all lie on the same line. Okay. So now I found the distance between AB. So the distance between AB will be, okay, root of 36 plus 4 plus 4. That will be root 44. That will be 2 root 11. Distance between BC. The distance between BC is 3 root 11. Okay, use the formula root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. Okay. Now similarly find out CA. Okay, then you will get it as 9 plus 1 plus 1. That will be root 11. Now see, AB plus AC is equal to BC. Okay, it is equal to BC. So AB plus CA is equal to BC. So ABC are collinear point because they are equal. Therefore, they are on the same line. Understood? So hence proved. So education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. If you are educated strongly, okay, if you are having nice, good education, then you can change the world. Okay. So to get educated, you have to learn from good teachers. Okay, so here at Focus Institute, we are having few expert teachers. If you would like to learn from them, contact your group admin. Understood? Okay. So